Hi GMB, happy St. Patrick's Day first workout, March 17th. It's going to be a full body workout. I'm going to basically just explain this whole video. I will write in the notifications on the bottom exactly the layout of which exercise goes first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. All 5 exercises we've done in gym class. We probably do routinely on a week-to-week basis. I will give you harder modifications and easier modifications for each exercise, okay? And I will also detail an example of a harder workout, which, like I kind of explained in the first video, it's going to have more exercise time, less rest time, or an easier workout where it's basically half exercise, half rest. The workout's only going to be with warming up, probably about 20 minutes. Okay, which is less than an episode of a TV show that you'd be binging on Netflix. Okay, I do recommend, all you need is a little short space. I'm going to be demonstrating it right in front of these couches over here in a short space. Okay, I recommend a water to have handy or a drink on the side. You will have a little bit of rest intervals too, so after you're done exercising, you get a quick drink in the middle of the workout without having to go to the kitchen or somewhere else. Okay, and then I really recommend, I said before, you're going to need something to track your time. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of repetitions with exercise. Okay, we do that in PE. We really don't go for time. I'd rather you focus on doing correct form, okay, rather than trying to rush and do 10 of an exercise. Okay, if you have your phone, there's 2 main options. You could time it straight up on your timer app. Just make sure it's within vision for the exercises so you could see. Once that gets to 30 seconds, I could stop exercising and I could rest the rest of the minute, okay? Or if I want to do it a little bit more difficult and I want to do exercise for 45 seconds and rest for 15 seconds, I just need my phone within eye distance so that I can see it while I'm exercising. I know when to exercise and then when to rest, okay? But I really recommend, I mentioned it in the video and put it in the description, download any kind of Tabata app. Okay, and that's going to allow you to interval your training, and that's pretty much what we do in PE, except for I do it for you guys while the music's going on, you're warming up. I may tell you high knees, and I'll just let you guys do high knees, and I'll basically have a count on my watch, or I'll be looking at the clock up there, and then I'll tell you when to rest, and then I kind of let you know when to start the next exercise. Okay, but that Tabata app that I mentioned, you don't have to be looking at it. You could have music playing in the background. You could be exercising, looking wherever you want, and then it will give you a 3, 2, 1 rest. And then when the rest period's over, it'll go 3, 2, 1 exercise, and you don't even have to worry about calculating the rest times or how many seconds you have left. Okay, or if you get distracted and you're talking to someone, if you decide to exercise with a parent or something, you don't have to worry about looking at the time. So that's why I really recommend that Tabata app. I'm sure there's many of them, but the first one I mentioned with the orange icon is the best one. Okay, once again, if there's any questions or anything, either shoot me an email or comment on one of the spaces below. Okay, make sure you're telling your classmates about the page too, because this is one of the options for remote learning. Okay, you could either follow the YouTube channel, get notifications, or you can go to the choice board for related arts in middle school, get the workout. All you need is a little bit of space here. No equipment. I recommend either having a music show or do it near a TV, put a show on or a movie on in the background so the time goes a little bit faster. Okay, like I said, the first workout's going to be full body. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. You're going to have a quick warm-up routine. If you're doing it on the app, there's one section for warm-up routine. I recommend just 2 to 3 minutes, okay? So you punch in 2, 3 minutes. If you don't have that, put a 2-minute timer or 2-minute stopwatch on your phone, okay? You're just gonna be doing things that we do in our regular warm-up. I'm not gonna kind of stray from the normality here, okay? All you're gonna do is, I'll give you a couple exercises. Okay, in place, you'll just walk in place, not moving like we do in PE. You can grab your knee to your chest, loosening up your legs, okay, for maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds. Okay, then you move to kind of what we do anyway, pulling your leg back, reaching your other arm up. Okay, nothing different than what we would do kind of in phys ed, but you're just not walking and jogging, okay? Because for space, you got to kind of switch it up. Okay, you have any hamstring kicks and stretches too, just keep your legs straight. I'll try to demonstrate each one at the camera and away from the camera just so you get a better view. And then because it's on YouTube too, you could play, pause it. Okay, but you should be familiar with the majority of the moves, okay? You also have these hip stretches. Okay, those are the 4 normal, easy ones we do each day. Alternate for about 10-20 seconds. Okay, you should start to feel your heart rate getting up. Okay, for core, kind of just do kind of the washing machines or trunk twist that we normally do. Okay, to get your arms and shoulders easy. Okay, and then you can go up and under as well. Literally the exact warm-up we do in phys ed, is just confining it to a small space. Okay, so that should be the first 2-3 minutes. After that, you'll go into the exercise part. Now this is on you guys. I recommend the first day starting 30 seconds of exercise. Okay, so if you're in one of the Tabata apps, put exercise time, 30 seconds. Okay, for rest time, we wanted to add to a minute. So if you're doing 30 seconds of exercise, you'll do 30 seconds of rest. If you're a little bit more advanced, maybe play with 45 seconds of exercise or 50 seconds of exercise. That kind of be pretty elite, and 10 seconds of rest. Make sure your rest periods aren't really going over 30 seconds. Okay, and make sure your exercise periods aren't really going over 50 seconds. Okay, you still want to have a little bit of rest time. Okay, so right now, the example one we're going to do, 30 seconds of exercise, 30 seconds of rest. The next column you're going to put in that Tabata Pro app or any of those Tabata apps is the number of sets. That's basically how many moves we're going to do. We're going to do 5 moves today, like I mentioned before. First one's going to be high knees. Don't have to write that down, okay? But if you have trouble remembering in the middle of the workout, jot it down on paper. First move's high knees. Second move is going to be lunges. We're going to do a full body workout today, so we got a little bit of cardio with high knees. Second move is lunges. Third move, okay, is going to be a knee push-up. Okay, and once again, like I said, I'll give you modifications for that. Fourth move, back to cardio, jumping jacks, and then the fifth move is going to be kind of a core and shoulder exercise. That's going to be our shoulder taps. I'm going to give plenty of modifications for all of them and demonstrate them all, but you pretty much should have a general idea because we've been doing these kind of exercises every day. Okay, that's your numbers of set, that's 5. So just a quick review. Warm-up interval is just going to be 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. You're doing the warm-up exercises from PE classes that I mentioned. You have the exercises, okay, time. That's going to be 30 seconds. The rest time is going to be 30 seconds. That's a minute of exercise for each move. The number of sets, that's how many moves. We're going to have 5 moves, okay? And for cycles, you're just going to put 3 cycles. So we're going to do each move 3 times. So you're going to go high knees to lunges, to knee push-ups, jumping jacks, shoulder taps. That's 1 cycle of 5 moves. Okay, for whatever time you said, we're doing 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. That's 1 cycle. Then you'll repeat the other cycle for the second time. Okay, then you'll do, like I said, for the third time. That will give you 15 minutes straight of working out. Okay, you add that to your 3 minutes of warm-ups. Okay, you're at 18 minutes, and then we'll always end with a little bit of the pulling stretches too. So instead of quickly, rapidly, like we would warming up, you would just kind of hold your leg maybe for 10, 20 seconds in a row. Make sure you're focusing on your breathing, then you'd switch. So you could just do the same exact stretches that we do in warm-ups for the cool down, okay, and you're just gonna hold it for a little bit of time. All right, I'm gonna keep looking to this side because that's where my board is, okay? Have a piece of paper and a water out just to kind of refer to with your clock. Okay, so the first one is high knees, okay? Remember, you're pumping your arms, you're on your tippy toes, and you're trying to get your knees at least to your belly, okay? So you're going on your tippy toes, pumping your arms, keeping your chest down, okay? An easier version would just be marching. So if you're getting too tired, rather than stopping, okay, literally just march opposite hand to opposite leg, okay, pattern. Okay, otherwise go on a medium speed. If you're at more of an elite exercise level, go as fast as you can. Okay, that's your first move. I wanted a cardio move just to kind of warm you up and get you flowing. Second move, lunges, whole bunch of different variations. Okay, so for lunges, I'd either keep your hands at your side, or opposite hand, opposite knee, just like you're running. You're gonna go all the way down, push up, okay? Make sure your hands are not touching your legs to kind of cheat and push yourself up, okay? And then also make sure, I'll demonstrate from the side, we're not leaning forward. Pretend you have a glass of water on your head. So all the weight right now is in my legs as opposed to leaning forward, and cheating my way up. Okay, so make sure going all the way down almost. Pretend you have a glass of water in your head so your weight's kind of back. And then obviously alternating legs. We don't want to be lunging on the same leg each time. Okay, let's move to an easier version would be a backwards or reverse lunge. There's a little bit less weight. Okay, if you go backwards, it's a little easier. Okay, a more difficult version of lunge would be our jump lunge. Try to back up so the camera's a little bit better. But you'll go down and then jump and switch, jump and switch, jump and switch. It's a lot more difficult than the regular lunge. The easier version, like I said, is that reverse lunge. Just less weight on you. Okay, next one is your knee push-up. Okay, getting on your knees, hands about shoulder width apart. Okay, and then you're just getting your chest to the floor. Sorry, it looks like I'm out of the camera view. Okay, but make sure your hands are shoulder width. Okay, fingers pointed up. If your hands are closer, the push-up is going to be a lot more difficult. If they're wider, it's going to be a little easier. You could play with each grip. They each have different goals and techniques with them. Okay. If the knee push-up is too difficult, just hold a push-up plank. Okay. So you could just get into push-up position, a little press for space here, and just hold it. Okay. If the knee push-up's too easy, just do regular push-ups. And I gave you the modifications of the grip. Wide is easy, regular width grip is regular, and then closed grip or like a diamond grip is going to be a lot more difficult and put a lot more pressure on your arms. Okay, next one. We'll go back to cardio a little bit too. So we did high knees was cardio, lunges was our lower half. Okay, and then obviously push-ups, you're going to get your chest, your shoulder, your triceps in. It's a little bit of upper body. We're going to go back to cardio, which is jumping jacks. Okay, make sure you're kind of going, easy cue is pockets to fingertips. You're getting a full range of motion in your jumping jacks. Staying on your tippy toes. I'll give you 3 speeds. Okay, very easy. If you want to do it a little bit more advanced, you'll go quick. Okay, staying on your tippy toes. Okay, there's a lot of pictures and everything in your house or a decoration. You don't want to be kind of slamming and landed on your full foot. Okay, a medium version would be a slower pace. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, just at a slower pace. Okay, that might be better for you in the second or third round. Okay, because you might be getting tired from doing normal speed. So go slow. Okay, but the big key is do it as hard as you can for your rest or your exercise period. Okay, and the easier version, if you're absolutely too tired and can't jump, okay, just moving your arms, okay, and then not jumping, but just doing one leg at a time. So my arms are staying moving, and I'm just equally distributing. I'm just stepping to the side with one leg. Okay, that's your 4th move, cardio move. Gets the blood flowing to the lower and upper body. Jumping jacks, very easy move. We should kind of know that by now, I feel. All right, last one. A little bit of upper body and core one. It's going to be shoulder taps. We do this all the time in PE2. It's another one to help us get ready for push-up. I would keep your arms kind of neutral position, a little wider than my shoulders. Fingertips up. The big key here is your eyes should be directly over your fingernails. Okay, as I'll demonstrate in a little bit. When you're doing the shoulder taps, you want to keep your back as straight as possible. Pretend, like I say in class, you have a hot cup of coffee on your back. And if you rotate your back too much, the coffee will fall off. Okay? You're going to slowly tap shoulder to shoulder. Okay, it could get difficult if you're doing it for a long period of exercise time. So I'm going to get into my position. Okay, my back is staying straight and I'm going slow. Okay, I do not want to see, I know the camera view isn't ideal, but I do not want to see this. Okay, because I'm not getting any of my core muscles involved there too. Okay, and I'm not putting as much weight on my shoulders. So you should be shaking. It should be a little difficult because you're fighting the rotation there. Shoulder taps, an easier version would be just to hold a push-up plank on your hands or knees, okay, if you want to build up the strength and the core muscles. A harder version would be adding your legs into it like a mountain climber. So it's going to look like this from this view: tap, 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 the whole time. I'll do it on the ground. Okay, the whole time keeping my back straight. My eyes are staring straight down at my fingertips. I'll try to get a side view. Okay, I know these couches from the way. Tap, 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 tap. And going nice and slow. That's your 5th move. That's 1 cycle. Okay, I said we're doing 3. So when you're looking at your clock, or if you have a timer app that's giving you the audio cue, you'd start back at the top. You do the high knee variation, the lunges, the knee push-up, the jumping jack, the shoulder tap. It's just 15 minutes of actual workout with the 2-minute warm-up, which we showed. I'll show you the cool down or rest again. That could be anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes, like I said. And instead of doing it with pace like we would do in warm-ups, okay, we do it slower. We'd focus on breathing and pulling in the cool down. So you'd hold it for 5-10 seconds, and then you'd switch. Make sure you're getting both legs, obviously. Okay, some upper body ones we could do are just pulling our arm across our chest. I usually never warm up with this exercise. It's usually getting moving, so arm circles, up and unders. But while you're cooling down, this is a good exercise as well. Okay, you can pull your arm behind your back, press your elbow down. Okay, and just make sure you're getting deep breaths. Okay, so I gave this, you have your arm stretches, horizontal and the vertical one for your tricep. Okay, you do those leg stretches we do in warm-ups, okay, but they're going to be held, and focus on your breathing for the cool down. All right, that's your St. Patrick's Day workout. I know I said a lot. Once we kind of get the routine of using that app and kind of going through, it's basically just an extended warm-up period from phys ed. It'll be easy. If you have any questions, please email me, comment below. You can play and pause the video. Remember, the big key things are exercise time to rest time. We want it to add up to 1 minute, okay? People that are in better shape, rather, are going to do a longer exercise period, smaller rest period. If you're more of a beginner, do 50 to go to a minute. After that first minute, you just move down to the next move, to lunges. After lunges, you go to the 3rd move, which would be knee push-ups. 4th move, jumping jacks. 5th move, shoulder tap. It's written in the description on the bottom. I would even write it on a small piece of paper just to have it near you, your phone and your water while you're working out. After that, remember, 3 cycles equals 15 minutes. That's perfect for you guys right now. If you're in a little better shape, like maybe some of our athletes, okay, like our wrestlers, soccer players, basketball players, I would recommend doing 6 cycles. Okay, so instead of 15 minutes, that's 30 minutes of the actual exercising. It's just repeating it to each round. Okay, you guys, if you're training for those other sports, you obviously need a little bit better cardio input. Okay, and then I would also play with the modifications for each one. So high knees, you'd go fast. Lunges, you'd do the split jumps. Okay, if you're doing them correctly, okay, and you're doing 6 intervals at the hardest modification for each one, okay, even if you're the best of our athletes at our school, okay, it should be a very difficult workout. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Stay inside, drink water, wash your hands, like the video so I become famous. Thank you.